All the roads that led us here were winding, and all the lights that lit our way were blinding. There are many things I would like to tell to you, but I don't know how.
I don't know how.
Because we're blind. We have no clue what we're drinking. I think I even botched the lyrics of an awesome song.
Today's gonna be the day, but they're gonna throw it back to you.
Roll the intro.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. If you are new here, we are just a couple of We're a couple.
We are a couple.
We are a couple.
We are
and
married.
We are a couple of people
Yes.
who like to drink whiskey.
Yes.
Erin's more of a social sipper. I'm more of the whiskey nerd.
Yes.
I'm hoping one of these pours are my Wonderwall. I'm hoping that,
Oh my gosh.
you know.
Such a classic.
It is. We're double blind.
Because there are
by the
many
way.
things that I would like to say to you, but I just don't know how.
Yeah. We've drawn this at random from our blind sample pool,
Yes.
full of a bunch of bourbon and rye matchups. It could be almost anything. We've got a lot of available versus allocated stuff, but we've got some curveballs in there to keep us on our toes as well. These look really nice, and I thought they were befitting a Wonderwall intro, given the beautiful color on these
They
pours.
are beautiful. Also, look at these beautiful glasses.
Look at these viscous, crystal-footed whiskey tasting glasses.
Yeah, I was just remembering that we have these on our shop.
We do.
So
Check it out, down there.
if you want some of these glasses that are pretty, they're like very weighted on the bottom, which is kind of cool in your hand. We have these glasses, I think a pair on our shop, and then also this whole flight with this flight board on our shop. So stuffandwhiskey.com.
Yeah.
I just was thinking about that. I was like, oh yeah, we have these for sale.
Let's get glass one on the nose and see how these compare. By the way, we are double blind. It's not like we know what's in both glasses. We just don't know the order.
Don't know.
We really don't know what's in either glass, and you're going to see that bear out on here as we're completely confused during this tasting. But we do
And in life.
But we do it this way to eliminate all the bias and give you the most honest opinions possible. So if you like that sort of thing, if you like honest opinions and unbiased reviews, probably think about subscribing to the channel.
If you want.
If you hate unbiased reviews and you're looking for really biased reviews that just hype things up for no reason whatsoever,
Then don't subscribe.
then probably
We're
not
not
the channel
for
for you.
Yeah.
Glass one on the nose. Ooh, I singed my nose hair, my left nose hair off. I got in too deep. Whew, she's stout.
Yeah, it smells good though. There's like a weightiness there. So lately I've been really into like whiskeys that have like some bass notes there.
Yeah.
I just really appreciate that. I need.
Are you all about that bass?
I'm all about that bass. No trouble. I'm also not into like the whiskeys that are just like sharp and high. Like you need some like high notes, but you also need some bass notes to balance each other out.
Yeah. So bass notes wise, are you getting anything specific on this,
It just
or does it
smells
remind
like
you of anything?
depth.
Yeah.
That's all I get. The smell of depth.
Yeah. This smells.
Deep air. And also, it kind of smells like I'm in the Grand Canyon. The air goes deep. Kind of.
You know what? We've reached a new level.
Rolling in the deep, man.
The Grand Canyon.
There's a fire starting.
Go on ahead if you're going to challenge Adele.
No. Oh, gosh, no.
Wow.
There's no challenge. The gauntlet was not thrown.
All right. This, to me, it smells like everything I want whiskey to smell like. This smells very bold, very rich. It definitely has a strong ethanol edge on it. So
It does.
I'm going to be careful with proof here.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, this has got fruity sweetness. It's got syrupy sweetness. It's got sugary sweetness. It's got deep oak, brown sugar sweetness.
All those things you said I agree with.
Yeah. It smells awesome. It's good on the palate.
Wow, I feel like this is the first whiskey in a long time that has tasted like it smelled.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much there. I'm definitely getting more brown sugar on the palate and even a little nuttiness, but like in the best way possible.
This is very good.
Like this is leaning towards like a very interesting, it's like, it almost tastes like a Snickers bar that also has.
But there's no chocolate.
That almost has like, it's like a mashup. I'm getting chocolate. It's like a mashup of those, you know, those Christmas, the chocolate things you get at Christmas. The little like Russell Stover or whatever. They're like the box of assorted chocolates. And there's one that has like a raspberry filling in it.
Oh, those are traditionally in my life
They're
given
nougaty?
at Valentine's Day.
Okay.
They're in the
Very good.
heart-shaped box. That's when I've gotten them traditionally. Just saying.
I don't know, because I haven't gotten you one for Valentine's Day.
You don't get me chocolates at all.
So
it's fine.
I do, just not on Valentine's Day.
Correct.
Yeah. This is reminding me of that. It's like nougaty. It's got like a raspberry nougatiness to it.
Okay.
And then it's got just like a nice profile to it. It's just very pleasant. It didn't come through with the heat that I was getting on the nose on the palate. It just came through super balanced.
It's pleasant in a way that it's not soft. So don't mistake pleasant for soft. I wouldn't call this smooth. It is balanced, but it does taste like it has some proof behind it, which I like, but not everyone does. So just take that with a grain of salt as far as, what we end up saying about this. It does taste proofy. It tastes like alcohol. Like there is a burn.
Yeah. What are those things called? The Russell Stovers, the things. They're not cordials. Like the chocolate things with the nougaty.
I don't know the official
whatever
name.
those are. Like that's literally
a truffle?
I think so,
Would they be
maybe.
called a truffle?
That's a raspberry nougat filled chocolate truffle.
I can see that. I'm getting less on the chocolate, but
milk chocolate.
I could be convinced.
It's milk chocolate. You don't need enough milk chocolate to know.
I think it's more dark chocolate, if anything.
It's got all kinds of stuff going on.
Okay.
Glass 1's very cool. I really like that.
Yeah,
very tasty.
I agree.
Let's get into glass 2 and see how it compares.
Whoa, this smells like a cordial, like the ones where you bite into it and then there's the liquid.
Yeah.
Not the truffly, not the like Three Musketeers texture that I feel like I got with this one.
Yeah.
This is like the same vibe, but you bite into the chocolate and it's like the liquid cherry.
Yeah, like the Lindt truffles. Yeah.
Yeah.
This smells deep, dark, rich.
It smells fluffy.
This has more base than glass 1 to me.
Maybe. I might need more comparison between the two because I've already forgotten the base.
Man, there's more of a caramel thread in this.
Yeah, okay.
Like a fluffy, gooey caramel.
There's like a liquid component to the smell of this. As weird as that sounds.
Wow. This smells
This one
awesome
smelled
too.
more solid. This one smells more liquid. I know that sounds weird, but when you smell something and it smells like a solid, And this smells like a liquid.
To me, glass 1 smells more like nougat. Glass 2 smells more like cheesecake. Or like a desserty, like a heavier dessert. Whereas this is more of like a lighter dessert. Like a nougat. Yeah, this has some heft to it. This is like
I wouldn't call nougat light, but okay.
I would. It's fluffy.
It is airy, but it also feels kind of heavy.
Whereas this is more like a cake.
Okay,
like it's got
fair.
a depth to it.
All right, let's just drink
on
it.
the palate.
This doesn't taste as sweet on the palate.
These taste so similar to me.
This tastes more woody to me.
It definitely has more of a woody vibe to it, for sure.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't dislike it.
I love it.
But I kind of like the first one better.
Well, that was just one sip in, but to me, I'm getting the woodiness. I'm getting the fruitiness.
Might be too woody for me.
To me, the woodiness on here is like a nice rick house old wood to it.
It is. It's not like young wood. Like this tastes old. Both of these taste old. Whether they are or not, I don't know. But if they're not and they taste this old, kudos to you. Snaps.
Yep. All right. Second sip on glass 2.
Yeah, I need a little bit more time to compare. I need to start here and go back because for me, all I'm getting is a dry, like, wood flavor, and I can't move past it.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely at the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
Like, glass 1 led with the fruity, nougaty notes, and the wood was on the background. Like, the older oak was on the background. Mm-hmm. Glass 2 is leading with the wood.
It's very wood forward.
And then there's those kind of raspberry, cherry, cordial type of notes in the background. But the finish on glass 2 is pretty big.
Yeah.
And it's a little, I mean, if I was going to critique glass 2, I'd say the finish is a little drying. Like it's coming through with a lot of drying properties right now.
I'll agree with that.
But I don't mind that because it's very sweet, but not overly sweet.
Yeah.
These two pours feel to me like they're cut from the same cloth or very similar. I can see why they were paired up for whatever reason that we chose to pair these up. But this is going to be really interesting to take some time, clear our palate, start with the second glass, go back to the first. Your early inclination is you prefer glass 1?
Yeah, and I also feel like glass 2 was at a disadvantage because if I had this singular on its own, I would probably be enamored with it. But in comparison to the glass 1, I don't like it as much.
At least right now.
Starting with glass 1. We're going to take some time, start with glass 2, go back to glass 1, do it in reverse order, but we're going to do that off camera because it's a lot easier to do that when we're not talking to a camera. We can concentrate, take our time. So we'll be back.
All right. I think that did help you based on some commentary I heard, but it made things even more difficult for me. Where are you at?
Well, I do want to say that I do agree they do feel like they're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
whether that means same distillery or just similar profile, different distilleries, whatever, they're very comparable. That being said, Glass 1 has my heart.
Really?
Like, yes, 2 thumbs up.
Whoa.
I really hope
Aaron 2 thumbs up.
this is like available and not super duper expensive. However, Glass 2 gets thumbs up. It's very good. It's a little too drying for me. This one, I feel like, impressed me because the curtains match the drapes on this one. That gets a thumbs up in my book. And it just was a balance of sweetness and oakiness, and none competed against each other, and I love that so much.
Okay. When I started with Glass 2 and went back to Glass 1, whereas opposed to the first time around, starting with 1 and going to 2 made 2 feel a little more drying.
Yep.
When I started with 2 and went to 1, it made 1 feel a little tart.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of had to take a minute and evaluate each pour individually. I like them both. I'm going to give both of them 2 thumbs up because they're both really, really good. They seem very well crafted.
I will agree. Both of them seem very well crafted.
However, and I'm not just being what's the word here? I'm not just going against you to go against you here.
Okay.
I'm not, I'm gonna say
you're not just being a devil's advocate.
It's not even that. Oh. Like I'm missing the word. Oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not being difficult. I'm not being contentious. Contrary, yeah. I'm not just being contrary, but Glass 2, probably if I had to pick a pour of either one right now, if you forced my hand and said, yeah, I get it that you love both of these, but which one would you rather have another pour of? I would lean to Glass 2.
Oh, I'd definitely say Glass 1.
Because there's more of a thread of that caramel note in there, and I like that. I prefer that.
I'll just
today. No. I want both of these. I love both of these. It's just, do you want that raspberry nougatiness versus like the fruity caramel oakiness of Glass 2? And I just prefer Glass 2 slightly more.
I mean, Glass 2 is good. Like, I don't want my love for Glass 1 to diminish how good I do feel like Glass 2 tastes. For me, I think it was just a little bit too heavy on the oak.
That's
just
fine.
like a smidge.
Can you get the thing so we can do the thing?
Yeah, I can. These are just really good pours, both of them. And I want to preface that.
I mean, to me, these feel like they could be special whiskey. I would guess they're
both of them.
$100 a bottle or ballpark that range.
Holy balls. Okay, hold on.
You're the one that says we're a family-friendly 21 up channel.
I was shooketh.
Okay.
My apologies.
Is it that bad?
Holy moly. Holy moly.
There we go.
My apologies.
And I didn't get to bleep you earlier?
No, because
they already saw it.
Because people will think I said the F word, and I didn't say the F word.
Okay.
These are both $60.
Really?
So
super happy with that.
My assumption is that one, if not both, are like unavailable to purchase for $60.
Man, these hit me like. So here's the reason I say $100 bottles. They don't seem super high in proof, but they seem really well crafted.
They seem well crafted.
Right.
I will agree. They don't seem high proof. They seem maybe slightly over 100 proof, perhaps. But well crafted, balanced in the sweetness and the oak. Granted, Glass 2 for me was a little more oaky, but also in that balanced spectrum.
Yeah. So are you staying, where's your ratings here? You staying 2 thumbs up on one?
Honestly, I have to go 2 thumbs up on both. Because Glass 2 was also very good, and while maybe it was a little too oaky for me, the price is right. Like, Bob Barker, come on.
Okay.
I guess Drew Carey's now Price is Right, but...
No,
Bob Barker.
That's not true.
Yeah, the price is right on these. Yeah.
It's Bob Barker forever and always.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Sorry, Drew.
So yeah, I'm 2 thumbs up on both. I think these are delicious.
Yeah, I think I'll stay that way as well. Like, these are really good. If you like that kind of desserty, kind of raspberry chocolate type of vibe.
It's desserty, but it's not super sweet, as in like you won't get sick from the sweetness.
Correct, yeah.
Because that's something that I don't like. I don't like super sweet whiskeys, and these are a balanced sweetness.
Yeah, tons of oak. They're beautiful. I like these quite a lot.
Yeah.
What are we drinking?
Okay, we are drinking.
Glass number 1. Your preference today
is number
7 in our pool.
Whoa. I'm sorry. This is Knob Creek 9.5 year single barrel select, and it's 120 proof.
Wow, that drink's real nice. That drink's quite easy. I would have put this at like 108.
I wouldn't say easy, because I feel like easy, people think smooth. It drinks like
Underproof.
It's alcohol, but it definitely drinks underproof.
If I had to guess, and what's glass 2? We'll talk about this in a second.
Oh, sorry. The phone is... Knob Creek 14.5 year single barrel select. 120 proof as well.
Oh.
And the Knob Creek 14 year is thanks to Todd K.
Oh, okay. So we have this bottle.
That...
Thank you, Todd.
That...
My brother in Brown.
Oh, he also works at UPS?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So that explains the oakiness because it's spent more time in the barrel, so it has more time with the oak to taste more woody.
Yes. So,
okay.
Todd, thank you for making this video possible.
Yeah, thank you. These are both delicious.
Thank Matt Porter for picking this. This is his King of the Creek.
Oh.
Yeah.
Matthew Porter, cheers to you, sir. This was delicious. I love this. This gets you two thumbs up.
Here's the thing. I thought both of these reminded me of things like Jacob's Well.
Okay.
Hardin's Creek Jacob's Well. Like a lot of the higher aged Jim Beam products. They're both Jim Beam.
Yeah.
And they have that raspberry, nutty, caramel, chocolatey type of thing going on.
I'm not getting nutty though, but that's a thing I miss all the time.
Here's the thing about these. The reason I put this matchup in here is because everybody talks about how these older Knob Creek picks from a few years back, before the big bourbon boom, I mean, Knob Creek was releasing like 14 to 15 year single barrel picks all the time. And these Knob Creek picks that are coming out now, I've had some really, really good ones, including Matt Porter's.
So when did he pick this? How old is this bottle?
A year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and kind of the social commentary within the whiskey community is that these older picks are so much better than the newer picks. And I think we just proved...
I might have to disagree.
Now, Matt's pick is very good.
Matt picks some good picks.
Yes. This 14 and a half year, almost 15 year is also very, very good. And we detected the extra age. I mean, 5 more years, almost 50% more time in the barrel.
That's a decent amount of age, on it with the time in the barrel.
Right. Do I love these 14, 15 year picks that came out? I mean, I think we've got 3 or 4 bottles of them now.
We own some of these?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I do love them. But are the new picks, can they be just as good? They can definitely go toe to toe.
They can be because I liked it better.
Right. And this is a testament to making sure that when you're getting barrel picks, you're not just buying willy-nilly. Don't go out and buy any Knob Creek single barrel pick.
Buy Matt Porter's Knob Creek single barrel picks.
Buy from pallets that you trust. We're working on getting a Knob Creek pick. If you trust our pallets, then you'll probably like our Knob Creek pick because we're not going to pick something that we don't like.
If you don't jive with our pallets, then you might not want it. Like it goes both ways. Like if you trust it, our pallets, you probably will like it. If you don't, you probably won't.
And this is why I totally recommend against going to something like a Total Wine or whatever and just grabbing a barrel pick from there, because you don't know who picked it. You don't know why they picked it. You don't know what their methodology was behind it. I can go to local stores here owned by small owners, and I know why they pick the barrels that they do. And I can talk to them about why they pick what they pick, and they can tell me exactly why I might like it or not like it. So that's what we try to do as well when we pick barrels. And if you're interested in our barrel picks, you can get those through our Patreon.
Yep.
You can check that out in the video description below. It's also where we have the best dang whiskey community on planet Earth. And you can get plugged into our Discord through our Patreon. People are swapping samples, having a great time, talking whiskey all day. So make sure you check that out.
Yes.
But with that said, this was a really fun video because I put this matchup in here just to see if the older picks just blew the newer picks out of the water. And I think if the pick is good picks are good picks.
Good picks are good picks regardless of how old they are.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and age ain't nothing but a number. Don't hang your hat solely on that. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did like the video, think about subscribing to the channel if you like completely unbiased opinions, separate and apart from any hype or FOMO, fear of missing out, or anything like that. That's what we do over here.
Yeah. Although you can't get Matt's pick anymore, so that is
correct. But
a little sad.
But we're working on getting a Knob Creek pick, so hopefully you can get one of ours soon. Also, if you want merchandise, cool shirts and things like this one right here, you can check that out at stuffandwhiskey.com. Also glassware, cozy corner stuff from you, gift ideas, all kinds of stuff.
In there. Yeah,
check
absolutely.
it out. Oh, also, if you're watching this and you would like to be part of raising money for a good cause, we have a charity fundraiser coming up in October for mental health. It affects all of us, young and old, our veterans. It affects everybody. So if you would like to donate a bottle, we need bottle donations to help raise money. Because of those bottle donations, we've raised over $15,000 every year that we've done this, and we would like to do that again this year. You can be a part of that if you just email us at stuffandwhiskey@gmail.com. Hold the bottle to the side, let us know what it is, be in communications, and we'll get you linked up. But that's happening very soon, so don't delay. Email us right away.
Absolutely.
Hey, I rhymed.
Yeah, you did. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I think that's it for today, y'all. Be good to each other, and until next time.
Cheers.